Hello everyone, my name is Shubham Chandel, and this time I have brought a very good video for you all, and I hope you all are like it. So let's go to the video. In this time I will tell you about the class diagram. So this question comes in every person's mind: what are class diagram? It is basically a static diagram. It represents the static view of an applications, and the class diagram describes the attributes and operations of a class and also the constraints imposed on the system. And relationships, first is the association. Association is basically a hazard relationship, and it is a broad term that encompasses just about any logical connection or relationship between classes. And one more term is most important is links. Links is represent the relationship between the objects, and links and association are two main important terms which are used in the class diagram. Link is basically connection between the objects, and associations are the relationship between the classes. Okay, I hope you all are understand links and association. And now next is the multiplicities. It is the active logical association when the cardinality of a class in relation to another is being depicted. And next is dependency. It denotes the implementation of the functionality defined in one class by another class. And next is generalization. Generalization basically is relationship is a relationship, and it refers to a type of relationship wherein one association class is connected with another by virtue of assuming the same functionalities of the bigger class. Okay, and next is inheritance. The child class is a specific type of the parent class. And next is aggregation. Aggregation basically has a relationship, and similarly composition is also has a relationship. Aggregation composition is a association basically. Aggregation basically a weak association, and composition is a strong relationship, strong association represents the. Okay, and in the aggregation it refers to the formation of a particular class as a result of one class being aggregated or built as a collection. And composition, it's a key purpose of emphasizing the dependence of the contained class to the life cycle of the container class. For example, in the composition we have two classes. First is the parent class, second is a child class. And now parent class has a removed. Okay, so child class is also removed. So this is the composition concept. And similarly, in the aggregation concept, first is the parent class and second is the child class. But in case of aggregation, parent class is removed, so child class is exist still exist. Okay, so this is the aggregation concept. And purpose of class diagram, and it is basically used for the analysis and design the static view of an applications, and it describes the responsibilities of a system, and base for component and deployment diagrams, and forward and reverse engineering also. And next is where to use class diagram. Class diagram is basically used for describing the static view of the system, showing the collaboration among the elements of the static view, and describing the functionalities performed by the system. And next is construction of software applications using object oriented languages. And how to draw a class diagram. The name of the class diagram should be meaningful to describe the aspect of the system. Each element and their relationships should be identified in advance. Attributes and methods of each class should be clearly identified. And for each class, minimum number of properties should be specified and remove all the unnecessary properties. Okay. And now notations of the class diagram. And first is the generalization, and this is the generalization notation. And next is inheritance, this is the inheritance notation. And next is composition, this is the composition notation. And this is the aggregation notation, and this is the dependency and dotted arrow. And next is the properties, this is the properties notation. And this is the multiplicities. Okay. And this is the basically a class diagram. And this is the class name student, and this is the attributes. Okay. And this is the operations uh, which are we are used in the applications. Okay. And this is the extra component, and this is not mandatory to add. And this is the class diagram. So example of the class diagram. So I have created a small class diagram of an order system. So look at the screen. So in this diagram, there is the five classes. First is the customer, second is the order, third is the order details, fourth is the item, and fifth is the payment. And this is the class name, this is the attributes of the class customer. And this is the order attributes, this is the function operations of the order. And this is the order detail attributes, this is the operation of the order details. So this is the item attribute, this is the item operations. And this is the abstract class payment. And this is the attributes of the payment. And this is the generalization. Okay, generalization concept. And this is the multiplicities and association. Okay. And this is the aggregation concept. In case order class is removed, so order details class is still exist. Okay. And this is the also multiplicities. And this is the concept of the class diagram. And I hope you all are understand the concept of the how to create class. And what is the what is the purpose of the class. And notation of the class. Okay. Thank you so much. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.